0.
I'm all in.
So funny. Okay. What you doing?
Here at the Horseshoe Baltimore Casino for the monster stack of the WSOP circuit here. Parked on the top here. I don't have a lot of time, but I just quick wanted to show you guys how close we are to the stadium. Check it out. Pretty decent view. Ironically, a billboard for Maryland Live right there. But now I need to head down, make sure I locked my car. I didn't. Now I need to head downstairs and figure out how to actually get into the casino. Because I have actually never been here before. I'm a little bit late for this event, so probably won't have the camera out while I'm rushing over there. But talk later. The walk of shame never feels good, but it's especially bad when it's 2 bullets. First bullet I played fantastic, except for one hand. That was obviously the biggest hand. Overpair, lose the set. Details don't really matter that much. After that hand, I just didn't win a hand after that. So, you know, I ended up shoving a spot that I thought was pretty good actually. And a guy woke up with a hand that was pretty weirdly played. So again, I can't really feel that guilty about it. Second bullet, I didn't play that great. I was pretty unhappy. There was, like, the very first hand I played, I had ace king and got in a heads up pot. We were like 30 bigs deep to start. Flop is 10-10-3, goes check check. The turn is a king. He checks, I bet, he calls. And the river is another 10, so we have a boat. There's definitely some hands he can call with that we beat. So I'm liking the spot, even though it's not the best river card in the world. But he had king queen, so he just check called river and we chop, which was pretty annoying given how far ahead we were. And that pot could have easily gotten bigger. You know, I still would have bet a pretty similar amount on the river even if the 10 hadn't come. And there's no way he can fold because he's just too close to the top of his range. Nobody ever folds that spot. Right after that, I had been 3s in like MP1, or it might have been under the gun +2, 10-handed. And so I open 3s, get 2 callers. One is the same guy. He's in the small blind now. And the flop comes like king 7-6 2-tone. Checks to me, I c-bet, and it's like my c-bet is like 3/4 of the stack of this one guy who cold called. And let's see what happened. So he folded. I was pretty sure he was gonna fold just because what he was doing, like, physically. The other guy calls. The turn is a 10 that puts a second flush draw on board, which is pretty bad because it just makes some hands improve or pick up equity and basically not gonna want to fold anymore. And we don't really beat anything in his range except for pure flush draws at this point. And a decent amount of his 1-pair hands have now improved to some sort of like pair plus straight draw. He has straights in his range. He's got pair plus flush draw in his range now. So I think it's a really good spot to just give up. But I bet for what was almost half of my remaining chips, and he check shoved on me. So I folded, obviously. I mean, I might sometimes be ahead, but we're looking at the worst hands in his range have like 13 outs or something like that. So I was pretty unhappy with that. It was all standard after that. I was very short, just the blinds went up. I kept getting like 5 high. So not really much to talk about there. I ended up having like 6 bigs, and the same player who beat me in both of those hands raised to like 2.5x, and I just shipped it in with ace king. He had to call just because of the price. He had queen 10 suited. flop, queen 10, 8, turn 10, so I'm literally drawing down on the turn, and ace on the river just to pour a little salt in the wound. So not pleased with how things went down. I think I definitely could have just avoided that mistake in the second, on my second bullet, but I guess I'm like happy overall, mostly. It's frustrating because I don't get to play a lot of tournaments live, so I get these ones close to me and they're like decent structure but not great, and then nothing really good happens, and you just wait again for the next one. Next tournament I'm playing is in a few days. I'm glad I'm not playing a tournament tomorrow, I have to say that. Well, I'm not glad I'm not playing the same tournament tomorrow, but I'm glad I'm not playing a different tournament tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, it was cool to come out here, see the casino. It reminds me a lot of Cleveland Shoe. I've been to that Horseshoe. I haven't really been to any other Horseshoe properties. I didn't really feel like playing cash, at least not there. I actually have some work I could do too, so I may do that instead. But it's also a gorgeous day out, so I might just like go home, go for a walk, get my head clear. I will say I've been exercising more the last couple weeks than I have in ages, and it feels great. I felt very even keeled at the table. Normally when I make mistakes like the ones I did, I get very off kilter, very unhappy with myself. And in a cash game, I can go take a walk, take a break. It's not as big of a deal. And a tournament, it kind of affects you more, so that's not the best. Today I felt pretty good up until maybe like the last couple hands where I caught absolutely nothing going. And you know, I shoved ace king in obviously a spot where I can't do anything else, and I can't ever be a really big favorite. Like the biggest favorite I can really be in a spot where I'm always getting called is like, what is it, like 75-25 at best, and a lot of the times I'll be flipping or 60-40 like it was. So yeah, I mean, I guess I feel decent. Having this vlog is nice because I can just kind of come out here, rant a little bit, but not too much. You know, I hate showing you guys like the really stupid stuff, but it's nice to at least just be able to talk it out real quick, and not feel like not just feel weird like talking to myself about it. Like, oh, you know, I should be able to handle this better. Well, if I can, you know, talk to you guys about it and handle it better, then I think that's good. Oh, quick shout out. I didn't catch your name, but someone walked up to me while on the first break in the tournament for the Monster Stack. That was this event, and said hi and that he liked the vlog. Listen, man, I really appreciate it. I wish I caught your name so I could give you a proper shout out, but it really means a lot. And you know, hearing that kind of feedback always makes me want to keep going on the vlog, you know, so that's awesome. All right, talk to you guys soon.
Matter what, you're the star.